What's up, everybody? So I wanted to show today how I capture the perfect portrait of my model Kayla using the Sony A6000 camera with the Sigma 30mm lens f1.4. So today I have Kayla. We're going to be going outside. So I'll be showing a little bit behind the scenes of how I go ahead and capture the perfect portrait of her using only natural light and my camera with no flash. Alright guys, so using the A6000 for portraits is pretty easy. I'm actually going to be using an aperture of f1.4 with a shutter speed of 1/1000th of a second. I did have to adjust my settings. I had to put it up to 1/4000th of a second towards the end because it did get a lot sunnier as we were here. But Kayla did an awesome job. Thank you, Kayla. If you guys wanted to follow Kayla, you can
On Instagram, gorgeously.eccentric.
And if you wanted to follow me, it's at SinRibPhoto. Go ahead and give this video a like, a thumbs up for Kayla's modeling. But yeah. All right, so we're back inside. I wanted to give you guys a rundown of what my settings were while I was shooting outside. I'm shooting in RAW, first of all, which is always good because it captures so much information for your photo, the data, that you're able to adjust that information to get your image lighter, crisper, a little bit more bright, a little bit darker, adjust the hues and the tones and all of that. All right, guys, so future me dropping in during editing, I wanted to get on here real quick, drop in and let you guys know the type of settings that I use for these pictures with Kayla. I was shooting in direct sunlight, no fancy lights, nothing, no lens filters, none of that. I was using the Sony A6000 camera, which I love, using that with the Sigma 30mm f1.4, and it was a little bit difficult with like 1/200th of a second, so I did bump that up to 1/1000th of a second, and at times I had to use 1/4000th of a second, still at f1.4 to 1.8. I did want to have that background really blurred, so you couldn't really tell if there was a road behind Kayla. You could just see this creamy white background. So I am shooting f1.4. Camera just died. 1/4000th of a second. My ISO is set to auto, and so is my white balance. So Sony does one hell of a job when it comes to figuring out for you ISO and white balance, especially outside with so much light. There was a lot of harsh light on Kayla's face. However, at 1/4000th of a second, it was so quick and it did one heck of a job with capturing like tack sharp on her face. So I will be showing you guys in Lightroom kind of like a little bit of what I do to get this image to where I want it to be, and hopefully you guys like it. I'll be posting the sample photos towards the end of the video, and if you like it, give me a like. So I did consider dropping in, which I am going to drop in, a little bit of how I would edit this portrait real quick in Lightroom. And the type of steps that I use, I will fast forward through all of it, but if you want me to make a video explaining that, then I totally will. The Sigma 30mm lens f1.4 accompanied with the A6000 camera is a match made in heaven. You guys know this, I've been saying this over and over. I did take this photo shoot in about 10 minutes. So that's kind of like real life time if you're shooting a wedding. I've had to shoot parties where I have to get that specific shot and it won't reproduce. So I only have about 10 minutes. or less to get that shot. Realistically, you don't have 2 hours when, you know, it's about to rain. You know, you only have 10 minutes. So realistically, it was a challenge to get all of those pictures in about 10 minutes. Make sure that Kayla's hair is facing the right way. We did have to turn around real quickly because the wind wasn't cooperating. Kayla was eating her hair. But it did work out. I'm gonna drop in some of the pictures at the end of Kayla's portraits, and also the little video I made, the screen recording I made in Lightroom, so that you guys can see how I would edit that picture real quickly. Just a portion of the edit. And if you want me to show you how I edit more pictures like Kayla's, then I totally will. Let me know below and like my video.